This is Dee with Divine L. Something I wanted to share with you all today about how they speak to me besides telepathy and visions. I did this tarot reading this morning, and right in the beginning, I was talking about some visions and dreams I was getting recently. One of them was a wedding, interestingly enough. And I was getting ready for the evening. You know how prior to the wedding there'll be a big dinner a lot of times? I was in the process of getting ready for that dinner. And a young gentleman brought me a cup. It was on a saucer, pure white china. Very, I would say, contemporary modern dishware. Anyway, and in that cup was what looked like cream or milk. And he said, "This was especially prepared for you." And I started to drink it. And he said, No, don't drink it from that side of the cup. Drink it from the opposite side of the cup. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I drank it, and it was a mixture of milk and sweet, like honey, milk and honey, right? I didn't understand what the dream was about exactly. It's about putting the pieces together of what they try to tell me. Remember Valentine's Day of, I believe it was 2019. I got the vision of the oval that became an 8, and this was a daytime vision, middle of the day, in the middle of dusting over by my fireplace. That oval became an 8, and then it turned into 2 8s, and then 3 8s, and then it had a 2 in front of it. And anyway, the visions they give me. The nighttime ones tend to be more symbolic, like they were using American Airlines planes in my dreams, my dreamtime visions, nighttime. And the 2 A's, 2 angels, right? Is what they were trying to tell me. So it's symbolic. The nighttime ones. The daytime ones are dead on. Exactly what they're showing me is exactly what it is. So they're hard to figure out as well because it's really cryptic. You get an oval that's twisted into the infinity sign or an 8, and then you see a second, third, and then a 2 out in front of it. It's like, what the hell does that mean? The day they gave that to me, it was Valentine's Day, interestingly enough. Everything means something. So this is the reading I did this morning for the weekly. And this card right here says awareness on it, on the bottom. Let's see if I can go back to where it says that, where I show that card. There it is. This is where I'm shuffling. And if you look right here, it says awareness. See? Right there. Awareness. But awareness. Then the center card of the reading is the victory card, the champion, 6 of scepters. Anyway, I uploaded this reading. The Outlaw, the Erudite, the Shining Quarry. I uploaded this reading this morning, and I just want to show you guys how they speak to me sometimes. It's really fascinating because they use a combination of methods, and they use telepathy, visions, dreams, they use the cards, they use every method possible to get through to me. Now, something that's been happening lately, I keep getting the code 1234 and 1212, 1212, right? And the 1234 to me feels like take things step by step, keep moving forward, keep going the direction you're going. I take that as that cue. It's kind of like when I get the code 411, that means incoming information, and 911, incoming bad information. Anyway, they use different ways of talking to me. Part of it's the gematria. Anyway, I kept getting the code 1212, 1212, 1212, and I ignored it and didn't look it up. And I think I've gotten the code in the past, but over time, with people making entries into that gematria, they change and have been added to. Anyway, I was sitting here. We were just getting ready to watch a movie, actually, when this all started happening. The movie is 1,000 Pieces, and it's about the CIA. It's on Vimeo. You have to buy it. It's just under $18. It's about the CIA. My girlfriend bought this movie, and she wanted me to watch it. Nell and I were just sitting down to do this. I know most of the information in this movie already because of years and years and years of research. So I probably know most of what's in this movie already, but my spouse does not. So it was something good for him to watch as well. But what was interesting is my girlfriend sent me this over on Facebook. Sacred Bloodlines and Mysteries of the Goddess, Robert Seffer. This is from March 29th, 2020. I was sitting here watching this, and it talks about the
Sanskrit
sacred
term meaning skull.
blood, moon blood, menstrual blood, right? In this movie, and it's talking about the goddess, Mary Magdalene, right? Staring into a light with her hand on the skull. Anyway, and when I clicked on the link that she sent me, I had already watched part of this before, and I think I watched the entire thing through once before and had gotten, because there's details. I pick up little bits and pieces of information from all over the place. And this is one of the places I pick it up from. Anyway, so, and I've mentioned Robert Seffer and his work many times in my videos. So I clicked on it. I was like, yeah, I've seen this. She had sent it to me over on Facebook Messenger. I was like, yeah, I've seen this. But I started to watch it again this morning. Anyway, then, so I saved it for later because the husband got up and said he wanted to go ahead and watch this with me. So we're just getting ready to watch this. And I get a text. And keep in mind, she's inside the same house with me. And this has happened before. They've used her to get to me when I won't listen to them. And I wasn't listening on the 1212 thing. I was ignoring it because I basically walked away from the gematria because it's so overwhelming for me. It's too much information too fast, basically. And so I felt very overwhelmed when I would get a code and trying to process all the information in those and what parts of it am I supposed to remember and keep and what parts do I not look at. And so I've been ignoring it. But she got texted from a number that she doesn't know who it is. And it says, "Hi, Amy, 1212 enclosed for you at," and that's the end of it. That's all it says. And we were getting ready to watch this movie. And she goes, "A weird text I received." She texted me because she knew Nell and I were in here getting ready to watch a movie and she didn't want to bug us. So she texted this to me, a copy. She did a copy of her screen and sent it to me. And I was like, freaky, I keep getting the code 1212. So they've used her before. This is not the first time that they've done this. They've used her to get to me and get me to pay attention to what they're trying to tell me. And so I dropped everything and decided it was time to look up 1212. This is, see, I've looked up 1212 before. This is not the same page. 1231. See, if you look at the top of here, you see that I've looked up some gematria things several times here. What is going on here? 1231. Oh, okay. Sorry. This is the page I was looking at this morning. Sorry. I had it scrolled down. So I pulled up 1212. And it says, "Stop playing around. Power of God. New kingdom of God. Almighty God is getting married." That's interesting because of that vision I had about the wedding. And I was preparing for that winter dinner, that wedding dinner, and the milk and honey or cream and honey that they brought me, and they said this was especially prepared for you, and told me not to drink from the normal side of the cup, to drink from the opposite side of the cup. Anyway, awareness. The card awareness right here. So now they're not only using the cards, but they're using it in combo with gematria. Subhuman royals, incredible news, God's rapture, holy gene, twin angels. Remember that vision I got of the American Airlines planes more than once? They were involved in visions. And I figured out the two A's on the tail of the plane is about the twin angels. And anyway, I'll just scroll through here and you guys can use your space bars or hit the pause to read what's in here. But come down a little bit further and there's more in here directly linked with today and some of the visions I've been having. Then here it says, "Be the victor." Well, the very center card in the reading today was the champion. And if you listen to the reading, I say quite literally, this card means one thing, and that's victory. That's the meaning of that card. So that's in there too. And then higher power, the erudite card going deep inside so that you can gain more wisdom. And then it says menstrual blood cycles noted. Well, that's interesting because I was getting ready to watch precisely that today. Again, For I've watched this several times. Lord's birth info. Magic Kundalini energy. Zodiac is ID. God has facts. Triple eights is God. And remember, I got the vision of the triple eights back in February 14th, 2019. You can go back and look in my videos where I talk about the triple eights and I start digging into what the eights meant. Jesus Christ hint. Lord's birth info. God is exact alignment. Use zodiac horoscope. And you guys saw, I showed you what's happening on my birthday. Venus enters into Aquarius. I am the fire dragon lord, the one having the key. Sagittarius zodiac. Birthdays do matter. Fascinating, because I told you on my birthday, Venus marches into Aquarius, where all the other gods are waiting to greet her. It's the wedding. The choice is yours. Anyway, we are the chosen ones. Absolutely. Match Fire Dragon Key Zodiac X Ophius. Only begotten Son, the secret Zodiac Key, a perfect Zodiac proof. God can talk to me. They're trying to give you proof that they're talking to me. So, and they're talking about the December astrology in here. And they're telling me align birth zodiac info, which I did. I showed you on my birthday that Venus is marching into Aquarius. God's birthday proof. It's interesting because coronavirus cure is in here. Lord of Jesus Zodiac. Reincarnation of David. Here's one that's interesting, and it's something I've told several people. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the stream, but when I look at Mike Pence, I don't see good at all. I see evil and nothing but. And that's in this, Mike Pence Antichrist. The Heavenly Court. We shall die in a moment. Best birthday charts. Stars and Stripes. Start from scratch. Now, I haven't looked at this entire code yet, like loading more results. So we're going to do that right now. Androgynous Goddess. The Wise One. Scepter of Judah. 40 years. Babylon Working. Angel of Wisdom. Love is all there is. That's what I keep trying to tell you guys. That's the only thing real down here. Love is the only real thing down here. Everything else is an illusion. But how do we get around the freaky holodeck illusion and wake up rest of the kingdom? I've been pondering that. I'm like, all the apathy going on. How do we wake everybody up? And once they are awake, they go into, what can I do? I'm just one person, right? So the apathy ensues. It's like, what do you do about that? It's talking about the angel twins again. Follow the Lamb. Apollo's Law. The River Club. I wonder if they're actually what they're talking about here. Could it be the River Styx? Talked about the River Styx. It's on the cards. It's crossing that river, an unseen power rising. From heaven it comes. Scarecrow. Mm. All the world's a stage. I've been telling people that. All the world's indeed a stage. We are merely players. You won't laugh in hell, that's for sure. I think that was a direct message to somebody that needs to hear it. The firstborn son abandoned by his mother, I would die for you. I would die for them. The house of Adam ben David, their origin of evil is, who is the Son of God. Jesus said, I am that I am, Darius, king of Persia. The angel of dark and light. Black sheep of the family. Yep. He got the ball rolling. Boy, did he ever. That's Gabriel right there. Daughter of Zion, deadly Holy Spirit. Stay with the package. Coronavirus cure. Celebrity twin flame. Salvation from hell. Beautiful existence. Anyway, I haven't looked at this entire code. Under demonic beam attack. Act triggered awakening. It's interesting because there's one member of my current household that he's been going through an awakening, and this movie right here was one of the final pieces he needed to see. Forty-ninth, 8. Huh. Jupiter command. 300 foxes in the corn. Yep. Calling them snowflakes. Okay. Imprisoning humanity. They are. And it's my job to set everybody free. That's what I keep telling everybody. And I'm trying to sort out how exactly to go about that. Lightning fall from heaven. Hybridization. The Clone War. Lucifer is the second coming of Christ. The goddess is the second coming of Christ. That's what people don't get. They're expecting a male, and it's a female. Anyway, Heart of the Heavens, Titanic ferry disaster. Yeah, some of the bloodlines went down that day on purpose because the ones that are perpetrating what's going on had them killed. That was no accident. Yeah, that's no accident either that that's in there. The Book of Jubilees. Anyway, yeah, I remember this code particularly because of this, losing their teeth because of the attack on their genetics. Stay home, stay safe. It's interesting that this is in here because that thought crossed my mind just this morning. I was getting ready to tell one of the members of the household that's just newly really putting the pieces together. I was like, Nancy Reagan had a tarot card reader come to the White House all the time. There's a reason. December 888. Egyptian pyramids. Anyway, you're welcome to go look at this code. But it's interesting because in the very first few entries, they talked about the very reading I did this morning that said awareness and victory. So, and they're also talking about this wedding that they gave me the vision of. I'm still trying to sort out what it meant. Drink from the opposite side of the cup is what they told me. And don't dream it's over. All right. I'm worried that I'll come across some more that's supposed to be in this, but it all points to the 13th. You know, the number 13 is the number of the goddess. Huh. I'm sure there's more they're trying. Yeah. They're telling me I'm an avatar of some sort. I don't know. A representative, an avatar. That's been coming up a lot lately. I'm sure there's more in here. That, like I said, these overwhelm me because there's so much information that they're trying to put across, and you have to sort out with your intuition what is part of the code they're wanting you to read. So I will continue sorting through this code, figuring out what the final rainbow bridge. Look into the mirror. That's funny because in this video, look into the mirror. He's talking about one of the deals is she's staring into a mirror. And the Aerodite was part of that reading. So perhaps that's something I need to do, is go into meditation and stare in a mirror while I'm doing that. So we'll see. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you so that you see the many ways that they communicate with me. Like I said, I had been ignoring the codes they give me because they became too much, too overwhelming, way too much. But you are welcome to look at that code 1212. It's all about connecting the dots and setting you guys free in the process somehow. Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be more to come. And as it comes into me, I'll upload it and let you know.